In the spirit of the holiday season and the coming together of the Ukrainian and Israeli communities, Center Makor and the Music, Arts, and Fashion Productions put on a Miracle of Lights, a family festival of music, culture, and philanthropy at Newton City Hall's War Memorial this past weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miracle of Lights Festival.
The Miracle of Lights was hosted by Center Makor and the Music, Arts, and Fashion Productions that brought together the Ukrainian, Israeli, Newtonian, and American communities to help those in need.
We decided to dedicate our festival to help to provide services, social services, educational services, mental services to evacuated children in Israel, in Jerusalem particularly, and Ukraine.
We are reaching out our hearts and we're reaching out our hands, and we are here celebrating unity, celebrating peace and support.
That support comes in many forms and is not a one-and-done fundraiser, but ongoing as long as the wars continue and help is needed.
We've developed a rapport with several organizations in Ukraine and Israel that are dealing specifically with children that have been displaced. For example, one of such foundations, it's called Kyiv Center of Rehabilitation of Social and Psychological Rehabilitation of Children. And this is a wonderful place in Kyiv that helps people, helps children especially that have been displaced because of the war and that have been orphaned because of the war. And we've been helping them for a couple of years now, and Center Makor has their own specific organizations that are going to be providing services to those children in need in Israel.
We want to help them by raising awareness about them and their situation, because they were forced to leave their homes and live somewhere in hotels, in dorms, with parents or without parents. And we contact volunteer organizations there, and we will provide them with some logistics, connections, and of course we will pay for some, give money to pay for some professional services, also concerts, performances, or tour guides in Jerusalem, what kids could go and see beauty of Jerusalem.
The two groups raise money in various forms. During the Miracle of Lights event, there is fun for everyone, whether purchasing items from local vendors, enjoying the different cuisines from Ukraine and Israel, having fun with balloon animals, and enjoying some games, as well as listening to various singers throughout the event.
I'm especially happy to introduce Sofia Shkichenko, who is Ukraine's Got Talent and Spain's Got Talent 17-year-old sensation. And I think, in my opinion, she's one of the best yodelers in the world.
I'm Ukrainian myself, and right now I'm in the United States studying as a first semester student at Berklee College of Music. But I really love my country, and I want to support it no matter what, no matter where I am. So I'm really grateful for such opportunities as performances in Boston area, to support Ukrainian children, and due to the recent events, Israel children. And I know that the way I can do it is through singing. I can connect to people's hearts through songs. And if that's the least thing that I can do, I want to do it. I want to support people. I want to help everyone connect, even when we are all abroad.
We will also have wonderful, talented children. In fact, they're going to be making their Carnegie Hall debut in January. So this is a wonderful opportunity for them to share their talent before they go on onto the big stage in New York.
Even during these dark times in Ukraine and Israel, this uplifting event was well received by the audience.
It's very encouraging. It's very difficult times, and we see all these performances. It was really, really energizing. I really liked it, yeah.
A great show, great event, who is uniting people during difficult time in Ukraine and Israel right now. and we like to see this unity and support each other. The show is performed by amazing, talented kids and also performers. We enjoy the show, and during this Christmas holiday event, Hanukkah, it's awesome to see this unity.
That unity is also in sadness as to what's happening in both Ukraine and Israel, and has affected everyone who attended on a personal level.
The war in Ukraine, of course, touched me personally. First of all, when the war started, my mom, my brother, and my whole family, my aunts, cousins, they were there and they heard the explosions. It was a memorable evening, memorable in a bad sense of the word, because you don't want to be watching CNN and seeing explosions are heard in Kiev. And the heartache, the sleepless nights, the constant anxiety, the constant texts and Viber, WhatsApp messages, are you okay? Where are you? What is happening? I still get the chills in my body. It's really not, no one should be going through this. Children should be playing freely outside. There should be no wars anywhere.
My dear town is under attack. My country, which I was born and raised, is under attack. And when we started to go on the way of democracy, that came with a war against democracy, against Ukraine. I am supporting, of course, democracy in Ukraine, and I vote with my friends. My students who live in Ukraine will prevail and win. Of course, we have lots of friends and families in Israel with whom we are friendly through our international program, Family to Family. And of course, we want to help them. It's all personal for us, you know, like 2 countries, 1 world, 1 war, even it's 2 different wars, but it's one for us.
If people want to know what is pure evil, this is what we want to see now. These both wars, they pure evil, and we standing together, only probably the way we can stop it or somehow make it end. We really need to make it end, any possible ways.
So many people suffering, and children's display, family are broken, separated, and we do hope that it's going to be an end, and also hope that everybody's going to reunite as well as in Ukraine and Israel. We know that there is still some hostages, and we just hoping for the best and pray that everything is going to be on an end sooner as possible.
I believe that any war in the 21st century is a ridiculous occurrence that should not be happening, because so many people are suffering. I know how much my nation is suffering, and even though I'm right now in the United States, I can feel the pain, because we're all the same people, we're all Ukrainians, and we feel the pain of each other, and the war should be stopped as soon as possible with our victory.
While this event may be over, the wars continue and help is still needed. More information about how you can help is available online at sentamakor.org and musicartfashion.org. Jen Adams, Newton News, Newton Center.